Very dear brothers and sisters, okay, first of all I would like to tell you that as of today, if you take a look very closely about SNC Lavalin, that thing didn't go too far because I'm not hearing nothing from that so far, okay? And Mr. Trudeau is trying to do his fucking asshole again because he's gonna let enter ISIS fighter back in Canada because they were Canadian and they went to fight with ISIS against us, against any NATO forces. But those fucking ISIS fighters should not be let free in Canada. They should only go to jail for about 10 or 20 years because that's the only thing they deserve so far, because they have killed possibly Canadians, possibly Americans, plus possibly British, possibly French, well, all the people that were in NATO so far, okay, they possibly got killed by any ISIS members, okay, and those fucking ISIS members want to come back here in Canada because Canada is supposed to be a free country. As far as I'm concerned, it will not remain a free country no longer because, you know, Mr. Trudeau is letting all kind of Muslims coming here in Canada. Myself, I really hate Muslims. They should not come to Canada. They should go elsewhere than Canada because Canada here is my country and I want it to remain my country and yours, okay? Because we all know that how Muslim how Muslim act by their ways, and it's not our ways. Their ways, you know, is totally against the law here in Canada because they're doing what the Quran tell them to do, like kill Christian, kill all kind of people. They see that they are not Muslims. Myself, I am not Muslim. I'm not Islamist, and I will never convert myself to Islamists or Muslims because, as I said, I hate Muslims. If I only convert to Muslim, I will suicide myself because rather than being a Muslim, you know, a Muslim is not very well known here in Canada. A Muslim is not very well seen here in Canada. Muslim is Muslim, and Muslim is a fucking race that, you know, they only kill people. They kill all kind of fucking American. If you took a look at the videos on YouTube, you will see people wearing orange suit, you know, and those people are prisoners. They will be killed. They will have their head cut, or they will have their throats wide open so the blood can come out, you know. You know, myself, it's not because I am that bad. I am a good man. I am a good person. It's only because the way I see Muslim acting in their own country, like they rape people, they like raping girls, and they do the same here in Toronto. They do the same here in Canada, okay? Raping is criminal, and you're not supposed to rape people. But Islamists, you know, they keep raping people because they think it's allowed here in Canada. Well, it's not allowed here in Canada. If Muslims are looking at these videos, well, keep in mind that if you rape or kill people, this is not the right thing to do here in Canada. You better try to accommodate yourself with other Canadians or talk to them or live with them. But the sense of live with them, you will never be able to do it because you like to be buried with Muslim with Muslim, okay? It's a big dump, okay? When you see Muslim cemetery, it's only a dump, you know, a real dump, because in the Quran it says a Muslim must be buried in his own land. That's what the Quran said. It's saying, but the thing is, you're not doing it because you're trying to get a cemetery here in Canada, so you want to be buried here. So you go against your own currents, you know? You go around your own currents. It is very, very bad. I will not talk good about you because that you don't deserve that, okay? You really don't deserve that. Mr. Trudeau, you know, you're acting like shit right now, and any other political party want you to resign, but the thing is, you should resign, because this is also what the population is asking you to resign. Because you're doing so bad thing right now that we're going to suffer in the future. It is going to be your fault. If a Muslim killed a person, well, Mr. Trudeau, you're also going to be guilty, because you're the one who let him in. So if he commit suicide, or if he commit not suicide but murder, well, you're gonna be as guilty as the fucking Muslim, those fucking idiots, those fucking assholes. That's what I'm calling them, because it is the right thing to call them. Mr. Trudeau, you know, you finally got out of the SNC-Lavalin affair, and you know, it was the worst thing you had in your government that you've done, okay? I'm only hoping this will follow you until the next election. Myself, I will keep that in mind. Yes, I will keep that in mind. Also, I will keep in mind that you have brought all kinds of Muslims here that are destroying our country. They are really doing this, because if you took a look at what all the murders they have committed so far, you know, it's very bad, you know, because I keep saying all the time, before you came over to Canada, there was no problem at all in Canada. Since you got in here in Canada, the problem had started. Now the problem is very, very big, because Mr. Trudeau, you can't take your own responsibilities, and your kids are possibly Islam as well, or your own family is possibly Islam as well. But the thing is, you know, Mr. Trudeau, I hate you because you're Islamist, okay? And running our country should not be an Islamist. It should be somebody else, but not an Islamist, because it looks very bad. Other countries are looking at us, and they're saying that, okay, Canada is being run by an Islamist, and we are all against Islamists, so we're not going to deal with Canada anymore. No longer, you know. Mr. Trump hates you, Mr. Trudeau, and do you know why? It's because you took Mr. Omar Khadr out of Guantanamo, and that guy was judged for 40 years in Guantanamo, but you took him out of there. Also, you gave him $10.5 million to encourage him to have killed an American soldier, a staff sergeant, medical staff sergeant, and blinded another soldier, you know. It looked very bad. I'm very sorry, it looked very bad. It is very bad, in fact, because Mr. Trudeau, you're not gonna bring it with you in paradise. If you go to paradise, maybe you're gonna go to hell. I'm just hoping you go to hell and burn. You know, that's the only thing I swear. Mr. Sajjan, as I was telling Mr. Trudeau, you're a Sikh. Okay, you're wearing a fucking turban on your head. While you were serving in D&D, you were also wearing a fucking turban. And I checked with a few Sikh that are here, over here in Longueuil, or on Twitter or Facebook. Sikh are all have long hairs. It means that while you were serving D&D, you had long hairs underneath of your turban, and nobody went to check for it. If you would have been in my company while I was a company sergeant major, you can be sure that I would have checked it, because you know it is not fair for you to have long hair while the rest of the people in the army have short hair. You know, I remember myself, I was having a real short hair, and but the thing is, Muslim, there's no way, because you have to take your religion before your service, and this is what you are doing. Same as you as Minister of National Defense right now. You're taking your religion before your service as minister. It's very bad. I'm very sorry, but I don't agree with that. I totally disagree with that, and the rest of us, all veterans, possibly disagree with it, because you were a lieutenant colonel in the reserve, and you don't deserve to be where you're at right now, because there are so many people that have more knowledge than you to be a minister. Okay, so thank you very much, and I will make another video.